the Sivananda Yoga Camp, 1960s and 1970 Music and Love Festival. Please join us for the 50th celebration of Yoga Camp, August 3rd and 4th, 2012.
Alors le yoga, c'est, si vous voulez, apprendre à nager, et apprendre à nager dans la bonne direction, c'est-à-dire contre le courant. Et c'est cela qui est très dur.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go to the dining hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to the dining hall. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Hey, young man. Who is Jake? Just sit. Is that all?
Parce que, en général, les gens qui viennent ici s'adaptent assez bien.
Oui, bien que, évidemment, vous parlez du contexte du camp, le camp est fait surtout pour des gens qui viennent pendant 2 semaines. Alors, pendant 2 semaines, ils ont un système d'exercice, de discipline personnelle qui est pas mal dur à prendre.
Oui.
Par exemple, le lever se fait à 6 heures, vous avez des exercices, et vous n'avez pas le petit déjeuner avant 9h30, 10h. Alors, et dans l'après-midi, vous avez encore des exercices, etc. Alors pour les gens qui n'en sont pas du tout habitués, ça peut être dur d'adaptation. Et alors les 2-3 premiers jours sont assez durs. Vous allez trouver comme en Inde énormément de camps qui ne font que se dévouer à l'aspect spirituel, négligent le corps. D'autres qui font seulement le corps, négligent l'aspect spirituel. Il est très, très difficile de trouver la synthèse.
One, to inhale deep. 3, exhale deep. 4, inhale deep. 5, retain. 6, exhale. 7, inhale. 8, exhale. 9, inhale. 10, exhale. 11, inhale. 12, exhale. Rest, relax. Beginners, just wait. If you know how to go up, you go. Otherwise, just wait. I will come in. Okay. Up. Your weight is on the elbows, not on the head. 1, okay. 2. 1, 2. Sideways. 1, 2. Down. Complete relaxation. Deep breathe. Close your elbows. Up. Up. Continue deep breathing and hold the position for 1 minute. Down gently. Gauche. Left. Again, draw. Up. Relax. Okay, now up. Up. No, you're okay, you're okay. I'm just touching this line. Oh, doesn't matter, come on. Now you face this. Exhale, forward. Okay, the basic exercise start with the leg muscles. Inhale, concentrate, hold it. Again, inhale, slowly up. Exhale, forward. Up. Now support your back to the bridge. Right leg up, down, left, down. Keep your mouth closed, otherwise flies will go. Exhale forward. Buston Jr., relax your hands. Come on, close. When you relax, you must not open your teeth. Hands up, legs up, head up. Up. Now back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest, relax. This side all face this way. We are going to the 3 rounds of Kapalabhati, the diaphragmatic breathing with 100 expressions. Begin. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now alternate breathing. Close the right nostril. Begin. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Retain. 32. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Complete relaxation. Return complete. This far espresso profound. Just 10 times deep breathe. Deeper and deeper.
Qu'est-ce que le yoga dans l'ensemble vous a apporté, les exercices et le contact des gens qui en font?
Bien, premièrement, les exercices de yoga, disons, ont amélioré ma santé. Puis, tant
Vous étiez malade?
Bien, c'est-à-dire, oui, j'étais très, très nerveuse. Puis, disons, j'avais un peu toutes sortes de petites difficultés. Puis, les exercices m'ont aidé à ce point-là. Puis, la philosophie, bien, ça m'a aidé, disons, à comprendre les gens, accepter les gens tels qu'ils sont.
C'est dans la philosophie du yoga d'accepter les gens tels qu'ils sont?
Oui.
Alors le yoga, qu'est-ce que ça vous a apporté, qu'est-ce que ça vous a donné?
Eh bien, plusieurs choses, sur 2 plans d'abord. Physiquement, j'ai un contrôle plus grand de mon corps avec les exercices. Et ce contrôle de mon corps me donne plus de confiance en moi-même. Et mentalement, je travaille mieux en classe. Et j'ai aussi, encore une fois, plus de confiance en moi-même à cause de la philosophie.
À cause de la philosophie. Qu'est-ce qu'elle est pour vous, cette philosophie? Voulez-vous nous en parler un peu?
Elle est surtout logique. Elle apporte des réponses à de nombreuses questions que l'individu se pose au cours de sa vie et qui malheureusement la plupart du temps ne sont pas répondues.
Comment le yoga vous a-t-il permis de vous concentrer davantage, vous apporter cette concentration?
Bien, je trouve que on pense toujours, et on a toujours des pensées très superficielles qui coulent dans nos têtes toujours. Alors, pour moi, c'était très important d'essayer d'arrêter ça un tout petit peu pour concentrer sur les choses un peu plus profondes et puis un peu plus importantes.
Le son des mots et puis la musique elle-même vous aide à vous concentrer, parce que même si vous ne connaissez absolument pas le sens religieux ou quoi, je pense que ça peut agir sur la plupart d'entre nous. Au début, quand on vient, on ne le connaît pas. Et puis, ça agit quand même.
La musique?
Oui, la musique. Et puis le son même, vous savez. Ça vous apporte un certain calme. D'ailleurs, on utilise les sons pour d'autres choses. Les ultrasons même, on les utilise en médecine. Puis, je pense que les sons aussi ont un rôle, une importance.
Et du point de vue mental, spirituel, qu'est-ce que ça vous a apporté à vous?
Alors, du fait que ça augmente la faculté de concentration, ça vous permet, et puis du fait que vous êtes en meilleure santé, vous avez ces deux, le fait d'être en bonne santé, peut-être au fait que vous êtes moins concentré sur vous-même. Vous savez, quand vous êtes en mauvaise santé, vous êtes tout le temps à penser, que vous vouliez ou non, à ce que vous avez. Alors du fait que vous êtes déjà libéré de ce point-là, vous vous tournez davantage peut-être vers les autres, vous essayez d'apporter ce que ça a pu vous apporter à vous, enfin, peut-être plus ou moins suivant les individus. Il y en a chez qui il y a eu une nette amélioration, d'autres moins. À ce moment-là, le fait de vous tourner vers les autres, de vouloir apporter aux autres votre expérience, eh bien, vous enrichit personnellement, et puis à ce moment-là, c'est presque sans fin, quoi. Ça vous met vraiment sur cette voie qu'on aimerait atteindre.
Votre expérience vous-même, est-ce que justement vous avez atteint un certain degré de mysticisme qui vous comble, qui vous enrichit?
Oui, je trouve de plus que je suis dedans, que le plus ces expériences viennent en la force beaucoup plus grande. C'est-à-dire, le but est d'avoir une union, un sens de, comme dans les religions, toutes les religions, une communion avec une force cosmique, une force...
Cette force cosmique, oui, c'est l'ensemble de l'univers pour vous aussi? Qu'est-ce que c'est cette force cosmique? Est-ce que c'est quelque chose qui est sur la Terre, qui est en dehors? Est-ce que c'est purement spirituel? Est-ce que c'est magnétique?
C'est tout. C'est vraiment une source, pas seulement mystique dans le sens supernaturel. C'est une énergie fantastique et tout l'univers est plein de... On dit prana, c'est l'air qui est chargé de cette énergie. Toute la vie est devenue de cette énergie. Et si on peut oublier notre petit ego, parce que cette grande cosmique force, c'est le grand ego. On dit en yoga, le grand ego et le petit ego. Ce grand ego, c'est laquelle avec on cherche à avoir cette communion. C'est le petit ego, c'est nous, petits problèmes, de petites personnalités de laquelle on veut oublier pour to merge, pour être avec cette grande force.
Oui. Est-ce qu'un bon yoguin tente à parvenir à une super conscience des choses, des êtres, de la vie?
Oui, c'est justement...
Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette super conscience?
Je ne peux pas vous le dire parce que je ne l'ai pas eu moi-même, mais à l'origine, c'est dans ce but-là que le yoga a été fondé en Inde. Lorsque l'on dit yoga en Occident, on entend surtout exercice physique, mais en Inde, le yoga est un système complet, physique, mental et spirituel, dont le but, justement, est d'atteindre cette superconscience, d'atteindre ce qu'on appelle la réalisation du moi intérieur, ou réalisation de Dieu. C'est la même chose.
Et la méditation? Eh bien, la méditation, vraiment, c'est très difficile de méditer. Voyez-vous, la méditation, c'est une chose. Si vous permettez, je vais vous donner les étapes différentes. Par exemple, dans le Raja Yoga, nous avons 8 étapes. Yama et Nayama. Yama, c'est le contrôle de l'intellect. Nayama, c'est le contrôle éthique. Ensuite, vous avez asanas, les asanas, les exercices physiques. Vous avez pranayama, qui est le contrôle de la respiration. Vous avez pratyahara, qui est le contrôle mental, qui permet de faire le vide mental. Vous avez dharana, qui est concentration. À l'instant où vous concentrez les rayons mentaux qui sont exactement comme les rayons du soleil, si vous voulez. Grâce à une loupe, vous prenez les rayons du soleil et automatiquement ces rayons-là ont le pouvoir d'enflammer un morceau de papier. Eh bien, la même chose avec le mental. Le mental, c'est comme des rayons solaires et la concentration, c'est votre loupe. Alors, grâce à la concentration, vous réunissez les rayons mentaux et vous les dirigez vers n'importe quel sujet qui vous intéresse.
Vous êtes maintenant un swami. Qu'est-ce que c'est qu'un swami dans le yoga? Est-ce que c'est un maître?
Voyez-vous, c'est un maître, si vous voulez, c'est un précepteur spirituel, si vous voulez, mais personnellement, je ne me prends pas comme ça, parce que je ne me considère pas du tout comme maître. Je me considère au contraire que j'ai énormément à apprendre, que j'en suis encore au stage de disciple, et je ne me considère pas un maître tant que je n'aurai pas atteint ma réalité. Alors, non, mais je pense que ce qu'il y a, c'est simplement, on prend une étape, on prend une position dans la vie, et on dit, on veut l'atteindre. Et c'est une position extrêmement universelle. On n'est plus pris par la famille seulement ou par le pays seulement. Je ne suis plus un individu tel que Raoul Fox de telle famille, né dans tel pays, de telle religion, etc. Mais j'essaye de devenir universel. Tout le monde, l'univers entier est mon pays. Est mon...
Est-ce que c'est pas une sorte de perte de vous-même dans le cosmos?
Non, au contraire. C'est une expansion d'individualité, ce n'est pas une perte.
Let us all again once more understand the truth and the meaning of oneness with the Supreme. Our whole life is a continuous struggle for happiness, and this inner quest for happiness, the inner quest for knowledge, is the very nature of the self. Due to the Maya Shakti or the veiling power, the consciousness or the self which is within us is limited. This veiling power is thicker in mineral kingdom, so we call them unconscious, though the conscious self, the pure consciousness or the self is still shining there. Just like when the electric bulb, when it is lighted, is been veiled by a black paper or a black veil, we cannot see any light coming out of it. So the consciousness pervades in the mineral. We are not able to see the conscious aspect of the Supreme there. Then when it reaches in the evolution, that is in the plant and animal, the diffused light started projecting out through the first development of the subconscious mind or the instinctive mind. So the consciousness expresses in this as a subconscious process, as animals cannot have the conscious nature, individual conscious. Now when it reaches the human being, the veil is thinner, so the consciousness or the self is more clear, and the reasoning mechanism has started functioning. So the consciousness now only knows as individual consciousness or ego consciousness. So from the unconscious state of the mineral, the self has reached to the subconscious level of the animal, and the veil is thinner now, and still when it reaches to the human being, the subconscious level, from the subconscious level of the animal, it reaches to the individual consciousness of the human being. And still there is a veil, still the illusory power is there. Man has to transcend all the time barriers and the space, and he must be the boundless spirit, inexhaustible power and strength and peace and happiness. So he will throw off this shackle, he will throw out the nature of his binding nature of the individual consciousness, and eventually all the veil will be removed, and he will be having the experience of the universal consciousness, as he and the Supreme Being are one and the same. And in that stage, there is no time barrier, there is no space, he is beyond time and space, he is not limited anymore, he is not an individual seated somewhere far off in the universe, but he is one with the whole universe, one with the whole created universe, and one with the whole invisible force, the Supreme. This identity of one with the Supreme is the liberation. The identity with the individual consciousness will bring death and rebirth. So let us all identify with the cosmic consciousness or with the Supreme power, as one, that is, the God is knowledge absolute, so the man also made the image of God, that is, he is bliss absolute. God is knowledge absolute, so the man is made of the image of God, he is knowledge absolute. The God is made up of, God's image is existence absolute, he is eternal, so also the individual is eternal. There is no death or birth or change for the self of the human being. And so let us meditate that we are all the image of God in this sense, that God is existence absolute, knowledge absolute and bliss absolute. So also man is made up of that image, that man is bliss, the self is bliss absolute, the self is knowledge absolute, and the self is existence absolute. Let us unite ourselves with the Supreme, with this image. Oh.
Yoga, scène 2, prise 1, bobine 6.
Ok. Vamos a hacer esto.
Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurte Vishwavanjaya Shandaya Niralambaya Devade Sarvamangalamangalye Shive Sarvarthasadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namaste. Well, we'll start our class today with a small introduction. As we have come from various parts of the states in Canada, the main purpose of coming here is two we can say. One is your physical, another is your mental. Now yoga offers a method, a system which brings both physical and mental development, and this science is known as yoga or yogic way of living. In order to achieve this stage, we have to understand that the body is something like a motor car. Imagine that we have bought recently a 1964 or 1965 model car, if it is early available. Now there are 5 important things necessary to make this car run properly. First of all, though it is a brand new car, you have to oil and lubricate it. Second thing is, you need a cooling system where it keeps the engine not running too hot. Third, you need proper gasoline. You cannot put improper gasoline and run the modern cars. So you have to find out what kind of octane, what kind of what kind of gas necessary for its particular make. And then fourth, a battery, which the main source of the power supply to start the car. So the battery should be also checked and properly installed. And then lastly, a sensible driver behind the wheel. And the driver is the mind here in the physical body. The body is just like a motor car, and this body is being driven by the mind. Now, if the mind is not sensible, he will not put proper gasoline, he will put improper gasoline in the body, that is improper food. So, the energy for the body comes from proper intake of food, proper breathing, sunlight, and the important aspect which we have forgotten is the water too. So water, air, food and the sunlight brings the maximum energy for the body, but from the yogi's point of view, the energy comes from the air we breathe. So you give most of your attention here for the breathing than the other things like food, etc. Of course, food plays do a part, and then relaxation makes the body not to get overheated or overtensed, body and mind. So this is the cooling system for the body, that is relaxation. And then the battery for the body is the solar plex. This has to be recharged daily by proper breathing and concentration. And the lubrication and oiling the body is the yogic exercises or yoga asanas or yogic postures which you are performing or trying to learn here also. These postures keep the body mobilized and keep circulation properly moving throughout the system. There will be no stagnation. So these 5 things constitutes for the physical health, proper exercise for mobilization of the joints or lubrication, proper breathing and food, water and sunlight for energy, proper recharging of the solar plex is considered the recharging of the battery, and oiling and lubrication is mobilization of the joints, and last, the mind, a sensible driver behind the wheel. Your mind has to be controlled and trained how to make your body obey the command of your mind. Not the mind should go on in its own way and the body in its way. So these 5 things, if you can do it, then you understand the yoga in its proper sense. Mere food itself is not sufficient, mere breathing itself is not sufficient, mere exercise itself is not sufficient, mere concentration itself is not sufficient. You have to combine all these: proper exercise, proper breathing, proper relaxation, proper thinking and proper breathing. With this, we'll start our class with the sun exercise. Stand up all please. Begin. 1, 2, inhale, back. 3, exhale. 4, inhale. 5, retain. 6, exhale. 7, inhale. 8, exhale. 9, inhale. 10, exhale. 11, inhale. 12, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ça va?
Gajananam गणादिसेवितं कविध्वजम्भो फलसारभक्षितम् उमासुदं च गविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम् नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्ते निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय श्री शिवानन्दाय नमः सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. Blessed souls, the topic we are going to discuss today is awake, arise and know thyself. Within every heart there twinkles a spark of divinity. Within every mind there shines a ray of hope for betterment. Within every soul there is a fervent aspiration to return back to one's original source, the supreme abode of eternal peace, perfection, cosmic consciousness and perennial bliss. This is your goal, the ultimate objective to attain which you are born on this earth. Man is the creator of his destiny. Your future is in your hands. The self is raised by the self. There are two paths before you, the Praya Marga, the path that which is for good, and the Shaya Marga, the path that which leads to the pleasant. Those who wish to be bound to this earth and subject themselves to birth and death, to likes and dislikes, pleasure and pain, choose the path of Praya, that is which is pleasant. But all objects are transitory and one cannot expect a permanent and a perfect result from an impermanent and imperfect source. Hence the objects of the world cannot give you real, lasting peace and happiness. The man of right knowledge and discrimination knows for certain that the path of Shaya, that which is good, alone raises one from this world of misery and death and brings true happiness and joy here and hereafter and real good to the people around. The good path by walking which one attains immortality stretches across right through the world and beyond its limits too. The pilgrims trudging along its course are those who live for the good of the people and profit by educating themselves from the various characteristics and examples of the empirical life. Their ideal is self-realization, and to them the world is a mean and not an end in itself. The ideal of self-realization is like a burning flame which consumes all that is base and worldly. Renunciation of worldliness, overcoming the strong currents of likes and dislikes, attachment and craving, victory over egoism and selfishness are the necessary requisites on the great journey towards perfection. Injury promotes retaliation and impurity, a morbid, restless mental state. Absence of self-control causes pain and misery, whilst every evil starts from inordinate selfishness. Hence the path of truth, non-injury and purity is the path for path. Know thyself, analyze thyself, scrutinize the minds and emotions, the latent desires and cravings. May sincerity be the running note in your life. May you follow the path of righteousness, aspire to realize your essential divine nature, intensify your yoga sadhana, endeavor to grow into purity and goodness every moment of your life, sanctify the heart and mind, purify the lower nature, strengthen the will, cultivate all that is good and desirable in the spiritual path, detach the mind from hatred, anger, lust, jealousy, and attach to love, peace, purity, and desirelessness. A good life is the best spiritual life. Remember this always. To be good and to do good is the noblest sadhana. The light is within you. Awake, arise, tear out the veil and know thyself. Constant meditation, constant prayer, and the self-discipline is the best way to attain peace, perfection, knowledge, and immortality. May Lord bless you all. Om Sham no Mitra Sham Varunaha Sham no Bhavaturyaman Sham na Indra Brihaspadihi Sham no Vishnu Rukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Swameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Swameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ridam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avadu Tadvaksaram Avadu Avadu Mam Avadu Vaksaram Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Namah Shivaya Kirtan. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Yoga, scène 1, prise 3, bobine 8.
Trayambagam Nyajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarugamiva Bandhanat Mrityormuchiyamamritan Om Trayambagam Nyajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarugamiva Bandhanat Mrityormuchiyamamritan Om Trayambagam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarugamiva Bandhanat Mrityormuchiyamamritan Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. Om, may Lord bless you all.
Okay.
Yoga, scène 1, prise 1, bobine 8.
Alright. Anytime you want, Swami, after a few seconds of silence.
Repeating the peace chanting, meaning you already know that about man is trying to connect himself with the nature, and devotee prays that all the elements like the sun, wind, rain, everything should be calm so that he can unite himself with the nature and enjoy the nature. When the nature becomes wild, the nature becomes
Yoga, scène 1, prise 2, bobine 8.
Sham no Mitra Sham Varunaha Sham no Bhavaturyaman शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि कृतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ peace peace peace. Now the meaning of this chanting, known as peace chanting, has come from the Vedas, Upanishads. The devotee tries to unite himself with the nature, because we are part of the nature. But in order to enjoy this nature, the nature should be calm and more to our nature. That is, when the wind is calm and smooth, we will be able to enjoy that wind. When it becomes violent, we cannot exactly enjoy. It brings havoc into our mind. It creates various kinds of unnecessary difficulties in our life. So also when the rain is moderate and smooth, we can enjoy that rain. So also when the sun is warm, not too hot, we are able to unite ourselves with the nature. So with the sun, with the rain, with the wind, we have to unite ourselves to enjoy the life. When any one of these elements goes out of control, man cannot enjoy the nature. As we are in the woods, we are in the nature, as a perfect day, the sun is warm and nice, cool breeze and the fresh air, we are able to unite. So the devotee prays especially to the wind, that element wind, which is the life force in human being. We breathe in and out this element, and the devotee says, "You are the visible God, O air. Without thee we cannot live." So the devotee prays that I prostrate before the visible God, the life giver of for all the living things in the world, the air. And then he tries to be one with the universe. And eventually the devotee tries to see God in all elements, God in nature, God in the woods. And the artificial barrier he has created himself by his society, by his environment, he tries to shake off by uniting himself with the nature. This is the purpose of going to the country, going to the forest, going to the mountain, where man can completely remove all his artificial barriers and free to do what he likes, talk the way he likes, and breathe and enjoy the nature without any kind of hindrance. We evolved from the nature, and when we can go back to the nature, we can enjoy peace and happiness. The best tonic in this world for rejuvenation of body and mind is nature. Now we are here in this forest, Laurentian Mountains. Let us enjoy for a few minutes. Let us meditate on that omnipresent nature, who is nothing but God. The nature's beauty is God's beauty. Let us unite ourselves with this nature's beauty and enjoy the peace and calmness and rejuvenate our body and mind, so that when we go back into our artificial life in the city, we will be able to take up all the responsibilities and worries and anxieties in a calm and relaxed way. Om to be with you all, as this is not something like an ordinary pop festival where you don't see the promoters. They are somewhere, collected the money behind and then gone, you know. Here we are part of we are listeners, we are audience, we are talkers, we are players, we can ask everything. And that's why all Swami's life, you know. We are not separate from you all in any way, nor we feel that we are great teachers or gurus to initiate and to bless you and take you to the heaven. That's not the way our Master Swami Shivananda taught us. He asked us to be simple, to be one with the humanity, and we are trying our level best. Still we can never imitate our Master. So this is why we are trying to bring a new type of understanding. And again, as I told you, it is not like the other type of festivals. We want to be with you and be part of you in every way. And we need your cooperation, your help, in any way you can give. This is all I can talk. Now I'll ask Swami Sachidanji, my colleague, and Swami Venkateshanandi, another colleague. We're all coming from same Sivananda Ashram. We lived with our Master Swami Shivananda like brothers, and then we became spiritual brothers. And after Master's departure, we all moved various places for carrying the Master's message. Swami Venkateshanandi was Master's private secretary, and most of the Master's great work has come from this brain. And he has got a recording brain. Really a recording, he's like a tape recorder. He hear the Master's voice, he would never take one note, and everything is recorded, and then he'll come and put the paper in the typewriter, he just type it and he'll bring verbatim. If you don't believe, that's the way. And that's kind of brain there. And here a brain, he can penetrate all the young people's heart. Where it is? God. This penetrates the heart of the young people. He has got a knack of moving into your heart.
Whenever I think of Swamiji and his boundary breaking mission, where are boundaries? Do you know? Have you seen any boundaries? Where are boundaries? What makes the boundaries? Have you ever asked yourselves what makes the boundaries? He and me. I don't think the boundaries are not created with the world. I don't know if you have seen this phenomenon. When I was in South Africa, I went to Cape Town. A friend of mine took me to what is called the Cape Point, right there, you know, the tip of it, the tip of South Africa. And he said, "Do you see there, Swami?" I said, "What?" Look closely." I said, "Yes, I'm looking closely, carefully." "Do you see that line there? This is the Atlantic and that is the Indian Ocean."
I heard that.
One sheet of water. One homogeneous sheet of water. So what causes these boundaries, these divisions? Our friend here said man. You know, pardon? Exactly. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. That is what I was looking for. The human mind. It's not so much man as such. It is a human mind because, please remember, do you know what my flesh is made of? This one here? Perhaps you don't know my diet, do you? Some vegetables, tomatoes, potatoes, I love bananas. All this is just unrotten bananas. Not exactly rotten bananas, these are unrotten bananas. They will rot the moment I leave the body. So is this, so is this, so is this, so is everything. Why is it that potatoes jumping out of the same bowl, we all get together, sit together, eat the same potatoes, and a little later the potato that went into this mouth becomes this mouth, and the potato that goes into that mouth becomes that mouth, and a little later he starts shouting at me. Why is that? This potato is shouting at this potato. Same potato. So long as they were in the bag, so long as they were in that bowl, they were living quite happily. Understand? It is the human mind that is prejudiced, that is conditioned, that is stupid and that is foolish, and that converts potato into predestination. It is that foolish human mind that converts potatoes into bullets. Otherwise potatoes are harmless, wonderful. Bananas are wonderful, sweet. So that this is what yoga tries to do. This is what Swami Vishnu has been trying to do here. This is what Swami Satchidananda has been trying to do in the United States. Yoga is not mere gymnastics. Yoga demands that you should breathe. The air shouldn't go in and out, but you should have some control over it. Some discipline, some control over even that. Some control over your body, some control over your prana or the life force, some control over your mind, and there it is. Some control over your mind.
Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Rakshamam. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parimam. Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Rakshamam. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parimam. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parimam. Ganesha. Rakshamam. Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Rakshamam. Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Parimam. Subramanya, 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 Rakshamam. Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Parimam. Subramanya, 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 Rakshamam. Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Parimam. Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Saravana Bhava, Parimam. Subramanya, 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 Rakshamam. Subramanya, 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 Rakshamam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Parimam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Rakshamam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Parimam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Rakshamam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Parimam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Parimam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Rakshamam. Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Jai Saraswati, Rakshamam. Jaya Guru, Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru, Param Guru, Sadguru Ram. Jaya Guru, Shiva Guru, Hari Guru Ram. Jagat Guru, Param Guru, Sadguru Ram. Adi Guru, Advaita Guru, Ananda Guru. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Shankar, Jai Jai Shankar. Shankara Hara Hara Shankara Jai Jai Shankara Namami Shankara Shiva Shiva Shankara Hara Hara Shankara Jai Jai Shankara Namami Shankara Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya